In this video, I'm going to show you how a bait tank works, and I'm going to ask, did I fix this bait tank? There is a common issue with bait tanks that I think I fixed with this one. Let me show you while I show you how this works. The water comes up out of that bottom or back pipe through this filter and then gets pulled through a bilge pump. If you guys can see it, if it will focus on it. The bilge pump pulls water from the filter area and spits it back into the bait tank. And that right there is a venturi, which sucks air through this hose that's on the outside here and brings air into the water and mixes it. That is the basic function of a bait tank. Now, a common issue that some of these bait tanks have is that you have to fill them all the way to the top for it to work properly. And that is because they put these big stem pipes in, the filter area. The water has to get up to here, which is, the top of the tank, for it to filter properly. And if you have a powerful bilge pump like what I put in here, it can actually cause this side to overflow while this side does not have enough water in it. That is actually what's happening to this bait tank. And the bilge pump that I put in here is only a 500 gallon per hour bilge pump. Of course, that's another problem with these, is bilge pumps go out all the time on these. And I really don't know how to solve that. Bilge pumps are meant to get water like out of the back of your boat when you forget to put a plug in one time or you dump a bunch of water in your boat. They're not really meant to be on continuously. That's why they burn out. To fix the water level problem, what you see I've done here is I've taken the pipe out. And I've replaced it with another pipe that's about that big. Just enough for the filter to be held in place. In theory, I won't have to fill this all the way up for it to run properly. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. A Mel's bait tank does not have any kind of pipe. It is built into the filter, so the water literally just goes into the filter. That means you could have a Mel's bait tank halfway full, maybe a little bit less, and it will still work just fine. This one is probably going to be a little bit more than halfway full for it to work right, which means water won't be splashing everywhere all over the boat. Now I'm going to fill this up with water to see if it works right. Hopefully my test battery has enough charge in it to run the bilge pump. Alright, I rigged up some wires here. Let's see if this works. Yep, it works. So let's get some water. About 5 gallons. About 10 gallons. And about 5 more gallons if I need it. I might need more water in the filter area, but I'm going to try it as is. Yep, needs more water. Looks like this has to be even with that stem pipe. I'll pour it on this side. Pour it on this side too. I guess we'll go with almost 15 gallons of water. It's coming out pretty good now. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what size bait tank this is, but since I've got 15 gallons of water in it now, or a little bit less by a couple of gallons, I think this is a 20 or a 25 gallon bait tank, which is kind of cool because it's running on less than 15 gallons of water now. Okay, let me give you a closer look of the bait tank running. All right, as you can see here, the Venturi is putting a lot of oxygen, or at least air, in the water, and it's causing it to go in circles. Look at that. Very powerful pump. And as you can see here, the stem pipe, the water's coming out of it. It's filling up maybe a quarter of the filter area, draining into the main area where the bilge pump is to push it into the main tank. Even with that other pipe and this thing full to the brim with water, it would still be only about a quarter of the way up. Unless I filled this completely up with water, then this would overflow. This tank did come with lids too. So I can put a lid over the filter area. A lid over the bait area. And there you have it, how a bait tank works and how I may have actually fixed it. With this tank, I can't get any lower than what it is right now because there is a kind of a inside pipe that goes around the pipe that goes to the drain. I'll show it to you. Ew. Yeah, that's kind of gross. That pipe. And the pipe that I have in there right now is shorter than this pipe. And I don't think I can take it out. Nope. That one is stuck in there. So there's nothing I can do about that one to modify it even further. Unless I want to leave the filter out like this. And I think it's better to have the filter in it so you don't burn out your bilge pump. And yeah, I know my wires are a convoluted mess. I made it so I could adapt it to various situations. Most of the time I'm using the 12 volt plug like this to go into my 12 volt plug on the boat. But if I'm on someone else's boat, like Clint's boat, I need, these types that just clamp onto a battery. This is a simple 12 volt system. Right now, my boat is actually in the shop. It's normally sitting right here. I'm getting some cool modifications done to my boat, so stay tuned. It should be ready for a nice drone video. And maybe I'll catch some big catfish in it too. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe you learned something new. As always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. And definitely give me a thumbs up if you like videos like this. Doing a thumbs up could motivate me to do a garage door video. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.